Hi, my name is Hackenbroch, and I'm fortunate to be able to present the last of Woodside Park's 3 Weeks of Kindness project. Today is Tisha B'Av, the saddest day in the Jewish year, when we mourn the destruction of the temples of Israel. The Talmud tells us that the reason why these temples were destroyed is not because of the great atrocities committed by different people at the time, but because of a fundamental reason. Because of sinat chinam, baseless hatred, that there was a breakdown in the interpersonal relationships between the people at the time. People just stopped caring about each other, thinking about other people. And because of this, we suffered this very great tragedy. There is a similar idea, a connection that we see by Shavuot. Shavuot represents and teaches us about the great spiritual experience of Judaism. We learn about the divine revelation at Sinai, about the great depths of the Torah, and so on. And yet, in the lead up to this, we learn about the deaths of Rabbi Akiva's students, that they perished because shelo natnu kavod ze lazeh. They too had a breakdown in their interpersonal relationships. Each student stopped acting with respect to their fellow student. The lesson and the reason why we begin to prepare for Shavuot with this story is to teach us that in Judaism, before spirituality comes thinking about other people, that in order to connect to God, we have to make sure that we connect to other people first, and make sure that we think about other people and act in a good way. Bein adam lechavera. My rabbis in yeshiva told me a story about the great yeshiva of Kelm back in Europe, that before the high holy days, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, on the days when each person personally goes before God, they used to put up a sign saying, "Va'ahavta l'recha kamocha," you should love your neighbor as yourself. They were teaching the students that on a day when you personally go before God, each person has their private time. Yet, before you have your private time with God, make sure you have your time with other people. The way to prepare for God is by making sure you connect and think and care about other people. This was the lesson, and this is the lesson of Tisha B'Av, that while God was able to tolerate the atrocities and the bad things at the time, it was when the society itself broke down between the connections between people. That was it. And this is a lesson for us nowadays, that let us try and strengthen ourselves in this area. Today, try an easy act. There are many lonely people out there. Try to listen to someone else. Try to listen and understand what they say. There are so many people out there who could use our help. Let us try to make a little bit of a difference. And in this way, we can bring the third temple and the coming of the redemption. It's been a fantastic project so far. Congratulations and mazel tov to everyone who's participated. May we continue to go from strength to strength. Amen.